So I'm Chris Downey. Should probably tell you a little bit how I got discovered. Carl actually discovered me. He found me on YouTube. So yeah, he was in his Malibu property running on his turf, and he has a lot of stuff. So he was running on his property, and he was thinking, what can he program he can do on turf. So he went in the house and he went on YouTube, and I don't know how my video popped up. But my video popped up of me training my son. He was 2. He's 3 now. He was 2 at the time. And so Beachbody called me in last May. And then, you know what? I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek. I still have a voicemail. Let me pull this. I'm never deleting this voicemail. I work for a company called Beachbody in California. I'm interested in speaking with you. If you can give me a call back, my number is 3. So let me take you down a little journey really fast before I get into some good stuff for you guys. At this particular time, when Heather called me, honestly, guys, I was in one of the darkest places in my life. I was depressed. I was hurting. I was going through it, man. I had some unfortunate events happen that I wasn't a part of, but I had to. You know what? Can I be authentic with you?
Yes.
All right, so let me tell you exactly what happened. So, I have a relative. My relative, he was moving into this apartment. You know what? I need to tell you this. I need to tell you everything. Because then you're going to understand why my passion and where the shift shop came from. All right? So, a relative, and he was moving into this apartment. And in the apartment, it was across the street was vacant. I'm sorry, across the hall was vacant. And at the time, my son's mother lived across the hall. And so he had some drugs sent to this vacant apartment. And it got intercepted by the police. And so the day before, I was actually at the apartment, but not at that apartment. So when the police rolled by, my car was there. So they got the license plate of the car because they wanted to investigate to see who it was. So my car was there. So immediately they're thinking, this is Chris Downey's car. He's at this residence. I have 2 training facilities in Canton. I'm talking about my gyms were rocking. All right. So the next day, I had a reflexology appointment coming, down 77. My son's mom called. She said, "Can you meet me at the house? I need you to help carry some stuff." I said, "Yeah, no problem." So I pull up, and there's a box on the porch. And I'm like, maybe she ordered something. So I walk up to the porch, has her name on it. So I'm thinking, okay, she ordered something. The police show up. She show up. And I'm thinking, what's up? Do you know what's in the box? No, I look at her. It's in your name. She don't know what's in the box. Her and I are the only people there. Somebody had to take the rap for this. See what I'm saying? Me being the man I am, that's my son's mother. There's no way I was letting her get in trouble for something she didn't know. I ain't have anything to do with it. So I said it was mine. All hell broke loose. Now, my cousin obviously apologized, but what is that going to do? He's not going to help me out. But anyway, he couldn't really confess and say it was his because he wasn't there. He wasn't going to believe I'm the public figure guy in the area. I mean, it's it is what it is. So anyway, make a long story short, I got in trouble. I got in a lot of trouble. I was facing 3 years in prison, and I never had as much as a speeding ticket. So I'm culture shocked. That 10 hours they had me in the holding cell was the worst 10 hours of my life. I'm telling you right now, I ain't never going back to jail. Ever. But I spent 10 hours there. And I'm going to tell you the truth, because the only way to shift shop and my method, my philosophy is going to really touch you is if you know me. You see what I'm saying? So, next day it hit the newspaper. It was crazy. All over the place. People calling the phone, people picking with my daughter at school. She got harassed a lot. Oh, so that's why you go here. That's why you drive that car. That's why your dad had his gym. She's trying to defend me. I'm telling her, sweetheart, she, Daddy, what am I supposed to do? They're picking on me, and I know it's not yours. I know you had nothing to do. I said, listen, this is a dark moment, and the only way we're gonna overcome this is we gotta rise above it. You see what I'm saying? You can't compete with chaos. You gotta rise above it. So I told her, we just gotta pray, believe, and stay strong. Because I don't even know, at this point, my freedom, I don't know if I'm gonna be used as an example, because if I get a slap on the wrist, they're gonna say, oh, it's because this. You see what I'm saying? So one good note did happen. So this happened 2 years ago in March. And 2 months prior to that, in January, my kids and I were at Piata. Anybody know what Piata is in Belgium? Yeah. So we're at Piata, and there's a long line. And I just felt led to give. I'm a giving person. I love people. So I went to the lady and I said, look, here's $100. I want you to pay for everybody's food in this line. And when that runs out, I'll give you another 100. But don't tell them who did it. She's like, you serious? I said, yeah. Well, one of those meals was actually the judge who gave me probation. I didn't even know. When I went to court, she pulled my lawyer to the side. She said, listen, something's not right about this. There's no way I'm sending that guy to prison. He's a positive guy. I'm going to give him probation. He can get off in a year. He bought my dinner. So then the prosecutor, it was so strange. The prosecutor was like, I don't want him to go to jail. It's marijuana. I don't start smoking weed, guys. It's still illegal. It's still illegal. I'm silly too, just so you know. I like to joke around a lot. So, they felt, let's put him on probation for 3 years. It's a good behavior. He can get off for a year. So he was going to tell me good behavior. That first year, I was tempted in so many different ways. I mean, I got midgets looking at me, poking their chest at me. I got to turn around, walk away. Everybody wanted to test me. Road rage, just different things wanted to test me. But I knew my uncle had a dream. And that dream was not for me to train people in prison. So, throughout that year, it was rough because when I got sentenced to probation, 2 months later, my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was getting bullied. They have these apps where you can choose phone numbers and you can text, but you can't call them back. Well, she started getting text messages. Your dad got off easy because he's Chris Downing, because he trains all these pro athletes. I'm going to send drugs to your house. I'm going to get him in trouble. She freaks out. So at this point, I have a beautiful child. She's going to be a senior at this point. She's going through emotional, mental disturbances. And so she went to her grandmother's that weekend, and her grandpa came home from work early, and she was found unresponsive in a bathtub. She tried to commit suicide. They caught it in time. She didn't die. But if it had been 10 minutes later, she would have been dead. So she got through it, and she's doing good now. That year, I got persecuted, I got mocked, I got judged, rightfully so. If you're a spectator, come on, you don't know the story, I understand. I took it on the chin. And there was one point throughout that process where I said, okay, I gotta do something. I gotta do something now. I had a friend who used to do all my videos, okay? He called me. Man, I hate to tell you this, but I can't do your videos anymore. I can't be affiliated with you. Okay. All right, I understand, man. Okay. So I sat down, opened up my checkbook. I went to Best Buy. I bought a camera, a computer. Didn't know how to use either one of them. I called one guy. I said, listen, I'm in a tight spot, man. I need my videos. I need to post videos on YouTube. Is there anybody that you can send to my house? They'll give me one chance. They will teach me how to use a camera and edit. He said, let me put some fillers out. That person is the person you saw with the camera. That guy right there came to my house twice a week for 3 months. He taught me how to use Final Cut Pro. The very first video that I filmed was a video that Carl saw. So I have to tell you what happened so you can really connect with who I really am. So I look at the situation and what happened. How can I be mad about what happened? Look, I'm here. I would have never been here if it wasn't for that situation. But I had to go through some things. I had to hurt. I had to struggle. I had to go through a lot of pain because I know out here, there's people out here, we're human. We all have struggles. We all go through things. We all have insecurities. We all have struggles. Some of us struggle with weight. Some of us struggle with visualizing what we really can be. Some of us have setbacks. Some of us have lost loved ones. All of us is dealing with something. All of us. And I'm here to tell you, within you is something so precious, so beautiful, so perfect, so profound. Guess what? Each and every person in this room is a genius. Everyone in here has a genius level talent. Everybody. Every single person in here. The only thing you have to do is tap into it, guys. That's it. I'm no different than anybody in this room. I just have a gift. I know how to motivate people. I know how to inspire people. Please don't idolize me. I'm a human being. I have flaws. But what I can promise you right now, live workouts, at my gym workouts, wherever I see you, if we engage, I'm taking you somewhere. I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to teach you that despite everything you've been through, despite everything you're going through, despite everything you want to become, if you could just tap into what's inside of you and believe, visualize it. If you can visualize it, if you can see it, all you need is a glimpse. All I needed was a little bit of hope. That's it. A little bit of hope. That hope was May 23rd when I got that phone call. I'm telling you right now, the passion I have inside of me, the hurt, the pain, I am on a rampage. I'm going after obesity. I'm going after depression. I'm going after everything that's holding each and every person back. Forget about the packaging. I'm not worried about me being the face of this. Carl gave me a platform. I'm going after everything that's inside a person that wants to be set free. Am I religious? Absolutely not. But I do believe in God. Because if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't be standing here. I'm telling you the truth. All right? So listen to me. I'm giving everybody in here a challenge. You don't have to vocalize whatever your struggle is. What I want you to do, you don't have to tell me. Tonight when you go home, I need everybody to get a pencil and piece of paper. I need you to write that thing down. All right? Take some notes. I need you to write that thing down. All right? If it's insecurity, I want you to go to the mirror in your bedroom. I want you to look in that mirror and say, I'm beautiful. I'm intelligent. I'm super confident. I can do anything I set my mind to. When you point to that mirror, you point to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't build yourself up, you can't expect anybody else to do it. This world is cruel. Outside these doors is cruel. People will tell you whatever. They'll beat you up. They'll beat you up mentally, physically, emotionally because of their own insecurities. That's not your stuff. You can't handle that. The only thing you have control over is you. That's it. That's it. The only thing I have control over is this moment. When I walk out of here, I don't have control over what happens in this room. So, tonight when you go home, get that pencil and piece of paper out. I need everybody to write down goals. Listen to me. Don't play it safe, man. Don't. I'm not supposed to be here. Statistically, don't play it safe. I want you to think of the biggest the goals that you just know you got to dig deep to get. And I need you to write them down. And once you write them down, I need you to close your eyes. Close your eyes. I want you to see yourself doing it. Then once you see yourself doing it, I want you to smile. I want you to emotionally connect with that thing. Whatever is holding you back has to break if you keep your eye on where you're going. All right? It has to. If you want to take your coaching business, and I don't know the business very well because I'm new, if you want to take this to the next level, you need to visualize it. You need to see it. See your team growing. But let me explain something to you. Everybody in this room is a leader, period. Everybody in here is a leader. Your team is not going to grow until you believe in yourself. It may be growing a little bit, but if you want that mass team, that big team, it has to start with you. You got to start believing. Once the people you have now, don't take them for granted. You guys should be calling them, tell them you love them, tell them you believe them, because you don't know what they're going through. You don't know. They may not always tell you. Don't say, preacher, I'm not a preacher. Who said that? I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but seriously. Because you don't know what they're going through. And sometimes they just may need you to say, I believe in you. That's it. And they can go conquer. We all have struggles, guys. Now, as a super trainer, the newest super trainer, I'm available to you. Every month, for free, at my gym, one Saturday a month is going to be Coach's Day. All right? Now, this is what's going to happen. Write this down. If I were you, wait a minute, wait. How many of y'all already follow me on Instagram? Somebody made my phone freeze. Who was it? Man, my phone froze. I can't get it. All right, so listen. Now, we're going to start this in May, okay? We're going to start this in May. When we come back from Punta Cana, I'll post a date. I'll make sure it doesn't interfere with, Super Saturdays, quarterly. One Saturday a month, we're going to have Coach's Day. Shut my gym down for you. This is what's going to happen. We're going to hold classes from 8 a.m. to 3. You got to pick a slot, all right? You're going to come in for an hour. We're going to train. We're going to have fun. We're going to laugh, and that's it. I get 1 hour with you, all right? That's it. 1 hour. Now, we'll take pictures afterwards. Do whatever you guys, whatever we need to do. Now, here's the deal. Let me explain something to you right now. With fitness, it ain't always about abs, guys. It ain't always about being cut. For me, the shift shot represents something internal. You know what the shift means? The shift means you make a mental shift to become better, to be the best you can be. It has nothing to do with abs. If you get abs, great. But what I care about is internally. Do you love you? Do you believe in you? You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't love you and believe in you, you'll never be able to give your kids, your spouse, your boyfriend, your family, all of you, the real you. Because you holding back, because that extra bit of love you holding back is the love that they really need. They need all of you. All right? So, another thing, starting this week, on Instagram, we're going to do something called a coach's shout out. Well, every week, I'm just going to shout you out. You need acknowledged. All right? If there's something you want, let me know. Okay? Again, I don't have control over the coaches network outside of Ohio. I only have control over what I see right now. So if it's something you want, please just let me know. All right? I don't care what it is. Now, last thing, I need your help. This is way bigger than Chris Downing. So much bigger. I'm not that good. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not. The only way we can accomplish our purpose, my purpose on this earth is tatted across my chest. Empower, love, inspire. That's why I was put on this earth. All right? The only way we can accomplish our purpose is if we unite. I can't do it by myself. I can't. I need you guys to unite with me. Whatever you're struggling with, I don't care. Contact me. Let me know. Let me help you. All right? Let me help you. Don't fight this battle by yourself. You don't have to. All right? I want to be transparent with you. The reason why my eyes are bloodshot is the last 2 days, I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning returning messages on Facebook. Then I realized my phone has that mic button. Hit the button, so I start reading everybody's voice. So, I'm going to get out of here. I took a little bit too much time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, I'm serious. Go to my Instagram, follow me. I want to get this thing started right away. All right? So, the first coaches, bring your friends. Oh, bring people who don't feel like, bring obesity, someone who's obese. Bring anybody. And the fitness level, it doesn't matter if you're 20 or 60. We'll modify it. Remember, this isn't about abs, it's about feeling good. Listen, I love you. I believe in you. Let's change the world.